If you're watching this, then my guess is you're not feeling too hot. You feel overworked, overtired, overrun, and overdone. It all seems like a bit much to handle right now. So stop. That's right. Stop what you're doing right now. Ignore the voices in your head telling you you're a failure if you stop. You're not good enough. You need to keep working. You don't need to do anything. What you need to do is rest. The Japanese have a word for this. Karoshi. Death by work. Is this work really worth dying for? It might not seem like much right now, but each minute, each second that passes is like an elastic band getting tighter and tighter until... Okay, so do I have your attention now? Go rest. I know all you want to do is pick up the TV remote, the PlayStation controller, your phone, but forget that crap. While it may seem like it'll relieve some tension, and it will, for now, it lays dormant in your system, waiting to feed and grow in the shadows. Put the technology away. Grab your keys and get in your car. Start the ignition and drive to the closest forest you can find. If you don't have that, find a beach, or a sand dune, or some rocks. Even a park will do. Just go. Don't question it. Drive straight there. Don't stop for McDonald's or KFC. That'll only make it worse too. Once you arrive at the parking lot, turn your car off and put your phone in the glove box. You can text someone to say where you'll be at and that you'll be out for a bit, if you want. If it's warm outside, take your shoes off. It'll feel better this way, I promise. Lock your car and now walk towards the edge of man and wild, and towards the space where we become one. When you reach the edge, stop. This is the art of Shinrin Yoku, a Japanese practice of intentionally immersing yourself in nature for the purpose of enhancing health, healing, and happiness. In 1990, Dr. Yoshifumi Miyazaki from Chiba University showed the proven benefits of Shinrin Yoku. This includes reducing physiological stress, depressive symptoms, and hostility, improving sleep, vigor, and feelings of aliveness, lowering cortisol levels, lowering blood pressure and pulse rate, increasing heart variability, decreasing blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, improving the immune system functions due to decrease in stress hormones, improving focus, and improving creativity and inspiration, not to mention our innate connection to nature and awakening the primal within us. In 2008, the World Health Organization stated that most people now live in cities or urban environments. They also found that non-communicable diseases or lifestyle diseases now account for half of premature deaths in the world. These are the direct results of stress, poor diet, and lack of exercise. We need intimate connection with nature. Okay, so you're at the edge. Stop. Now, most guides will tell you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, bring your attention to your body, starting with your head, scan down to your feet, breathe in and out 5 slow, long breaths. Feel your feet connect to the ground and your head extend to the sky. Notice that there's no separation between you and the world around you. Bring your attention to the present moment and ask for the blessings of the nature gods. Honestly, you don't have to do all this. The best thing you can do right now is to walk on. Remove as much resistance as possible. Just go. If this is a new place to you, study the land or print out a map. You don't want to get lost and starve to death either. The first thing you need to know is that you've made it. You're here. From this point on, there is nothing you have to do, and nowhere you have to go. It's time to wander, explore, play, and channel your inner Tarzan. If you're dealing with something particularly challenging, set the intention to allow the answers to come to you, and let it go. This is your time to disconnect from all the bullshit of life. and be welcomed by a place that doesn't give a fuck what color you are, where you went to school, or what you did or didn't do. Your only job right now is to go where you are called. Don't make a plan, don't make a list of what groceries you have to get. Try to remain present and notice. Notice the sounds, smells, textures, and sights. Let yourself feel and listen. You don't do that enough. Or maybe you're doing that too much right now. I don't know where you're at, but imagine that this forest around you is now your brain, and you are just a small part of it. This is not about roughing it out in the wilderness. This is not an episode of Naked and Afraid. It's okay to be comfortable. In Japan, they even have bathrooms and concession stands. The idea is to make the forest accessible, to receive all the therapeutic benefits. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. It might feel weird to be walking around without shoes on, this exposed. What if you get lost? What if you get tired? What if you can't find your way back? What if you get injured? How will you contact anyone? These questions will all be common for your first time. But trust in yourself and trust in the process. This is not climbing Mount Everest. You've got this. I know there's a stigma to walking off trail, but if you're not in a fragile ecosystem, go off trail. Nature will be fine. Obviously, don't be stupid about it, but know that you are part of this place and not separate from it. Plus, walking barefoot will definitely slow you down and make you more aware of each step. Feel free to play. Climb a tree, squish in the mud, collect the leaves. You don't need any permission to let your inner child loose. And besides, no one is watching you anyway. And if they are, they're stuck in their own head or phones too. It would probably help for them to join you as well. But not now. This is for you. Walk until you feel called to sit. Or if you don't, keep walking, running, climbing, or skipping until the sun goes down. Or don't. Sitting is a great way to really immerse yourself in the beauty around you. We don't realize it, but us humans carry a tremendous energy that nature has become very sensitive to. It's not very difficult to think why most animals would want to avoid us. I've noticed that it usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes for our presence to settle and melt into the natural surroundings. From this point on, we begin to see the magic appear, the hidden world right in front of us. As the birds start to surround the trees around you, and squirrels and chipmunks scour the land for food, you'll start to notice things you've never seen before. Things that were always there, but you never saw. Things so simple at first, but the longer you look at it, the more intricate it becomes. The once seemingly silent landscape is now filled with an orchestra of life. Birds chirping on the treetops, the chipmunks squeaking on the log, the squirrels running up the tree, the wind flowing through the leaves like waves, and the cicadas in unison closing out the day. When you close your eyes, it intensifies, bringing with it sounds you just can't describe. What even is that? I don't know. But somehow it must help this place grow. And now for the air. It feels so crisp, so fresh, so welcoming, so free. Let that air fill you, fuel you, form you. Feel the breeze crawl up your arm and kiss you on the neck. Feel the ground below embrace you, hug you, and welcome you home. Now do you smell the pine and the dirt, the dying leaves and the earth? What else do you notice? There's always something new. You just have to open yourself up to it. Speaking of which, open up your eyes. You've been in the darkness for a while. For a world dominated by the visual, there sure is a lot going on without it. But you've never recognized that before, have you? Because smells and touch can't be felt through a TV ad. Doesn't the space feel infinite now? Filled with endless wonder, endless detail, endless relationships, endless stories. It's almost a bit overwhelming. But suddenly, a seemingly still forest is exponentially more interesting than a Netflix show about cake. As you shift your gaze, you will now see everything in motion. Nothing is still. There is even life and death. Notice it all, and notice how much there truly is. How magical and abundant this planet is. And how fucking lucky you are to be experiencing all this beauty. Notice the cycles in nature, the timelessness, and the fact that human health and planetary health are inextricably combined. This is not about using the forest for your own well-being, but about realizing that your well-being and the well-being of the forest are the same. Together, we are nature experiencing itself through a highly developed nervous system. Notice the dance between you and the environment around you, the constant give and take, just like the flow of oxygen and carbon dioxide, a cycle where we all feed each other. Stand up when you're ready, when you feel complete. Take a second to notice how you feel, and only then retreat. Leave the old you behind along with the leaves and walk out new again, taller than the trees. Get into your car and go back into the world. You are now a new you. And so carry this energy in everything you do. That got a little bit Dr. Seussy at the end there, but I really liked how it turned out. It was so nice being a bit more poetic with my writing, and I actually had a lot of fun making this video. I completely let go of the traditional structure that I've been making with all of my previous videos in the series, and it's all just in this workbook here, like my whole creative process. So quick announcement is that I started up a Patreon, and for each video I kind of have all these little notebooks that I go through and write down things, write down thoughts, ideas, notes, like everything that I want to include in the video, even down to like story structures and like all the things. So if you want to see the behind the scenes of my work, all the writing I do, yeah, go check out my Patreon. I'd love to share it with you. I'd love to create like a little bit of a creative filmmaking school, just share my thoughts and ideas and behind the scenes and upcoming projects and all the ideas I have on my sticky notes, all those kind of things. So yeah, go check that out if you want. Thanks for watching the video. I had a lot of fun making this one. What else do I have to say? Newsletter. If you want to sign up for the monthly newsletter, the link will be in the description. That's kind of just like a recap of the month, sharing all the videos that you may have missed, as well as some of the inspirations, things that inspired me this month, things coming up, just all the news. And it's going to be a lot more fun, a lot cooler. It's going to be handmade newsletters. When do you see that on the internet nowadays? When do you see anything handmade anymore? So yeah, it's gonna be some special stuff, so go check that out if you are interested. I've been having a lot of fun making stuff with my hands again and getting very physical with my creations, and yeah, I feel like it's coming out nicely in these videos. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.